Suckered. You got suckered? Well, just tell me a breakdown of events. How did it go? This is a little behind the scenes because we're at Bloomingdale shooting something right now.
Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. So I'm actually filming this after the vlog is already edited and ready to go. It's about to go live, but I just wanted to let you guys know that the magazine is live today. I just have a few announcements. The magazine is live today, and today is actually the last day that you will get it at the $5 a month. Starting tomorrow, March 1st, it is gonna be $7 a month going forward. So I just wanted to let you guys know because I told everybody on Instagram, but I wanted to let my YouTube fam know that price is changing, so sign up now while you can, and there will be a link below for that. And secondly, I just wanted to let you guys know that this vlog is so weird. It's probably the weirdest vlog we've ever done. It's kind of, well, it's very long and it's kind of like segmented into different things. So there's actual vlog footage, but then there's also two really long sections. So we actually did an interview during one of my brand deals. Ryan interviewed two of the girls, careers in influencer marketing and brand deals. And a lot of you guys have DM'd me previously asking me, how do I get into this career? Like, what do I do? So Ryan actually interviewed them while I was shooting my stuff. So there's a huge chunk of this vlog is an interview with these two girls, and they're so knowledgeable and so great and so sweet. So we're gonna put timestamps below of everything in this vlog so you can keep track. And then the end of the vlog is us doing the assumptions tag that you guys have been wanting. And so that also took, what, like 40 minutes of the whole vlog. He can't hear me. Blade, he's just nodding his head like he has no idea what I'm saying. Timestamps below with everything so you can keep track, but I just wanted to hop on and let you guys know about the magazine change for those of you guys who are wanting to sign up and haven't yet. We had so many signups yesterday because people are trying to take advantage of that $5 versus $7. So, yep, I'll let you get back to the vlog. I'm just making it longer now as I'm sitting here talking, so I'll let you enjoy. Bye. This like sneeze the whole time, every 5 minutes, like in this nostril way up here, and it burned. You guys know what I'm talking about when you have to sneeze and it's so deep and you just can't? That's how it was. To mention, that was my second time working out since I got back from my trip, so it was rough, but I got through it. I'm back home. Okay, I gotta go because I'm trying to get my keys. I locked out. My key is inside. I want to go back down and get Ryan's key. Thank you. It is, what time is it? It's not that early. It's only 6:40. I did not sleep well at all last night, and I have a shoot at Bloomingdale's in 2 hours, and I'm trying to make myself look not as tired. I actually started vlogging yesterday morning to like start this vlog, but then I got so sick all of a sudden. I guess it was allergies, but I kept sneezing, my nose kept running, I kept having to blow my nose. I literally was just all over the place. So I was like vlogging in the morning, feeling so great at the gym, and then it just hit me at the gym. And I was like, huh? So I just quit vlogging, and I guess, I mean, it must have been allergies because now I feel like fine, I guess. Today I have a shoot at Bloomingdale's. I'm shooting with Parker, and then I'm shooting again with Brooke. I love Parker and Brooke. I'm shooting with them in April. So one today and one in April. So it's gonna be fun. So the other day, Jenna and Blade talked me into doing an assumptions video. And for those of you guys who don't know what that is, it's basically where people give you their assumptions about you. So I'm sure you guys have seen this tag on YouTube and on Instagram. I was literally shocked at some of your answers, your assumptions. I was like, what? I don't know, some of you guys are pretty brutal. It's gonna be an interesting video. I'm trying to decide if I wanna put it in this vlog or if I wanna make its own video out of it. I can't decide yet. But I'll let you know right here. There'll be, if you're here for the assumptions video, I'll put a timestamp here so you can just jump to it. So nothing much really has been going on with me since last time I talked to you. My apartment video went live. My first, I don't know, maybe we already talked about this. My first apartment hunting series video went live, and then the next one is gonna go live next week. So that'll be exciting. But you guys seem to really like the video, which is awesome because I was kind of nervous on if you thought it would be boring or not. You had some unanswered questions that we will get to in the next video, so. Okay, this lighting sucks, so I'm gonna go until either the sun comes up or we are ready to go. Whichever one comes first, but I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Bye. I woke up this morning at 3 o'clock because I can always just feel when Ryan's not beside me. And so I woke up at 3 a.m. and he was gone for a long time, and I went to go check on him because I was like, what if he's sick or something? So I went and found him, and he's just literally standing in the bathroom naked. And I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, I had to take a shower. I'm so itchy. Yeah. Anyways, he had an allergic reaction. I actually don't, I was so tired when I woke up this morning and was talking to you guys. I don't remember if I told you that Ryan had an allergic reaction to something, and his skin's been itching so bad for like 2 days. But he put Benadryl cream on it, and I think he's gonna take a Benadryl tonight before bed so he sleeps. But I don't know, you feel like he has like red speckles all over his stomach. I feel so bad. I'm gonna go finish getting ready. We have to leave in like 15 minutes. But I'm wearing this like jumpsuit, this little denim jumpsuit. It's pretty comfy, and I'm carrying my Fendi pouch, gray coat, and probably just like some patent black boots. So, see in a little bit.
If we never ever met before, if I never opened up my door, yeah, 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 yeah. If we never ever got to start.
Hello.
Ew.
I found you. Found you.
Never opened up my heart. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're about to lose me.
Hello.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
You're speaking foreign languages. I like it.
Sí.
Tell me what's up.
Nada. Sorry. Just pulling some outfits. We are pulling some things to try on. Some things.
For
Parker. Go, Parker.
Sounds like a high school cheerleader there.
I'm picking a lot of prints because there's some great prints here. So that's what we're doing. Some prints.
You're usually more descriptive than that. You must be deep in thought.
Yes, you're actually bothering me.
Yeah. So this is a little behind the scenes. Because we're at Bloomingdale shooting something right now. And this is part of the teams that put this stuff together. Hey, hello.
Hey guys.
So what's your names and what do you do?
I'm Julie Short. I work for Bloomingdale's, and I'm in their marketing department, and I do a lot of their paid media producing stuff. So we work a lot with Click Media.
Yes, and that's where I work.
Yeah, so it's a lot of coming together. A lot goes into why we're here right now.
Yes.
A lot of scheduling, making sure it works for everyone.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been in my job for 2 years.
Oh my gosh, fun.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm
And
Nora
Nora?
Murphy, and I work at Click Media. I'm on our INF team, which is influencer marketing, which is basically like how all these campaigns come to be. So we like manage the influencers, we send them their briefs, we make sure they like know what's going on, like what's up, we send them their due dates, we're the ones who like approve all like like the content that they provide us with, and then essentially like create a wrap report at the end to provide the client with, so they know like how well the campaign went over. And we do fun stuff like meet the client and meet the influencers, and it's really fun. Yeah,
very cool.
And
So
this, sorry.
no, go ahead.
This is the Bloomingdale's new 59th Street ready-to-wear floor, so you guys should check it out because it's really beautiful and it's like a playground of clothes.
Yeah, we were all shopping with our eyes, walking through like, ooh, maybe we should stop here after.
We're inspired to go on a vacation now.
Yes.
Of all the like dresses.
It's like freezing in New York, so we're like ready to just like shop and peace out. I think that's what's going on.
Yeah.
So how does it work? How does the campaign come together? Like if Bloomingdale's says, I want an influencer campaign,
Yeah.
how does it start?
So Bloomingdale's actually starts planning our campaigns the season before. So right now we're working on fall 2019. And we do a lot of communicating with the buyers to make sure that their like business goals are like met with campaigns. So that's where it starts, with the discussion with them, and then once we have all of their goals, we take it back and we kind of plan on like the media end, and then we like space it out and flight it out by month and like kind of fit it into a calendar, and then we reach out to our partners to kind of make it come alive, and then from there we pass it on.
Yes. So then once they pass it on to us, we like search for talent. We usually give them like a multiple like options of girls so that they can like select who they think is like most on brand for Bloomingdale's or whoever the brand is. And then we'll reach out to these people and be like, hey, we want to work with you. We're offering like this, this, and this, and you'll be like performing this, this, and this, and like providing us with these assets essentially. And then the girls either like sign off on it or they're like, I'm not interested, but usually they're like super interested because we work with like great brands like Bloomingdale's.
Yeah.
And then we like kind of just start production. So then we give the girls their influencer brief, which just means like it has everything they need to know about this campaign, like the contacts, like we're both on the brief so they know who to like text if there's an issue. And then it has like all of the information for the assets they need to provide. So for this, it's 2 Instagram posts and 2 stories. It's like very well laid out. Everything is like a do or a don't, so that there's really no like question marks when you're providing us with the assets. And then we approve or disapprove. Usually it's like always approved because everyone's a professional. And then it goes live.
Yeah.
And then like we just take all of the numbers afterwards, and that's sort of like our end where we work together again to like give you guys a report on how things did. And so fun.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what is the procedure for looking for an influencer? Like what are you looking for as far as metrics when you're saying this person's on brand, but do they have these metrics too?
Right, yeah. I think that's like something that we would talk about in the beginning. Like, do you guys want a certain engagement rate? I feel like engagement has sort of been more important lately than like following, which is like an interesting note because usually everyone's like, I want 1 million followers, but like if you're watching this and you're out here buying your followers, no one cares anymore because it's all about having like a 6% engagement rate or higher usually.
Exactly.
So that's like, I would say the biggest thing we get. And then in terms of like what they wear, like if you're like a beauty blogger, you could have like an amazing feed, but Bloomingdale's doesn't want to work with you unless it's for their beauty counter section. Like this is for clothing, so we look for someone stylish.
Some like side shots of the double.
No, it's so cute.
Is there someone that is a like micro influencer? Say they've got like, I don't know, 30,000 followers and they've got a decent engagement rate. Like what's the best way to get on someone's radar like that works at Click Media or that works at Bloomingdale's?
Usually we have, on like the influencer side in our INF, we have a community manager, so they sort of like run this world of like uploading influencers to this database we have called Creator IQ.
Okay.
And then from there we can search like literally everything about them. So we can search like your location, what their bio says. So like, I don't know, let's say a brand's like, okay, we're gonna do something during like Pisces season. Like, can you find someone who's a Pisces? And like, we can search their bio to see if they have that in their bio or something.
I
like,
see.
We have a lot of information.
So a good tip would be to include your sign
yeah,
in your bio,
just,
maybe?
Like, include whatever you think is like niche about you, like in your profile so that we can find you, even if it's like in a post or you know, like.
I was gonna say, like, I think it's cool to be branded in your own way, like have your own personal brand, and I feel like when you're consistent, like that stands out to us, and that stands out to your followers. Like that's always a good tip.
Yeah,
in life and in social media.
Yeah, like even for like any job, have your own brand.
Yeah.
Just because like you never know. Yeah, that's probably like the main way that we find these people.
Good.
Just reach out.
And now last question then is for girls who say they want to get a job like what you guys have. what are tips for them?
I think we were just saying earlier, like the whole idea of like networking with people is really important. I don't know about you, but I had like a ton of internships in college, and you can also have digital internships. So like I went to school in New York, but if you go to school in like Florida and there's something there that's like doesn't interest you or something, you can still do online internships, like help remotely or something like that. Just like get in contact with people and don't be afraid to reach out over LinkedIn, you know, just like set up coffee, informational interviews, like all of that is really good. But a lot of it just sort of like happens naturally. Like I hate saying it that way because it's like, oh, well, that's not an answer, but like it really does. Like you land where you're supposed to, and like it's just what's gonna happen. But you have to like hustle too. Like neither of our jobs are those jobs that sort of like your parents can like hook you up with when you graduate. Like you'd have to like really be on your hustle, I think.
Yeah, and I would say do a lot of research, like keep digging and digging online. You could find so many companies, brands, and you never know like when something's the next big thing. So always keep your antenna up for like what you read about, what you hear about, what people are talking about on the streets. And never be afraid to like reach out, even if something's not available. Just like get your name out there, make connections, show an interest, and you never know when like you'll meet someone that you could work with. Yeah,
you have to be really eager, I think, because I've gotten a ton of emails before who's like, they'll literally just be like, hi Nora, I was wondering if you're hiring, let me know. And you're just like,
delete.
I mean, yeah, like I
am
really
not in
care.
HR.
Yeah.
Right. And but you never
like
know.
show like that you know the company, show that you're excited, you know, you just have to be like really like on the first time you're like making an impression, and then like people will remember you. Probably. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing some insight.
Alright, we left Bloomingdale's. Oh my gosh, the two girls I was working with, so nice. That was one of the best partnerships and just like overall brand experiences I've ever had. But we are now in Soho and I'm waiting on Blade and Jenna because Blade was editing my vlog from last week and he was like, what's a cronut? And I was like, it's a croissant and a donut. He was like, I need one. And then Jenna was like, wait, what? So now they are meeting us here and we're just getting another cronut. Everybody's getting one. Ryan's about to wet his pants so he can't talk right now. Ryan can't come to the phone right now. I'm sorry. He's gonna...
Needs your worst.
He's gonna have to go to Bloomingdale's and go to the bathroom if Dominic Ansel doesn't have a bathroom. But so after we do that, we're gonna hop back on the subway and we're gonna go back home and get to work because we have a lot to do today. A lot of filming and such. But I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye.
If we never ever met before, if you never opened up my door, if we never ever got to start, if you never opened up.
So what just happened? What did we go in there for?
3 cronuts. 3 cronuts.
Okay.
And I got totally suckered.
You got suckered? Well, just tell me a breakdown of events. How did it go?
So I went in for 3 cronuts and then we get to the register and he's like, oh, we can actually do more than that right now. We can do 6. What does that even mean? And I was like, yeah, we'll do 6 then. And he's like, but have you had the da-da-da-da croissant? And I was like,
up the name.
He totally made up
the name.
And I was like, no, what's that? And he was like, it's a caramelized croissant with a buttery inside. And I was like, yeah, I'll have that. So now I have 6 croissants and a caramel and like
Limited edition,
made up croissant and 4 cronuts.
Okay, how much did we spend?
$53.
Okay.
Plus tax was like 61. No, that was with, because I tipped. Oh. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Uh-oh. Well, then I said, don't tell Ryan.
What's the difference between like 53?
You're about to lose me. Just like that.
We just got home and before I eat a cronut, well, first of all, Jade and Blade aren't even here, so we have to wait for them. But I'm going to make a breakfast taco because I feel like I need something salty before I eat something sweet. I'm just like in that mood right now. All right, it's time for cronuts. Unboxing. Unboxing the cronut. Okay, why am I the only one over here? Are we gonna eat them over there?
I don't care. I'm still over comfortable on the couch.
Sorry, well, she would eat your cronut in a heartbeat, and this thing is delicious. Did you ever try it?
Jane, rolling.
Rolling. Nice. Everyone's running into me. Off to a bad start.
I feel like I'm on the chew.
You are.
I don't know what I say.
Whoa. Whoa! What's that? Like paprika?
Sprinkles.
Put it here.
Wait.
Put it right there.
We have to explain why we're doing
Stella's
this.
like, which one's
Well,
mine?
I already did
Welcome,
on the way.
welcome to Cooking with Ash.
What?
I didn't cook it.
No, eating. Just eating.
Yeah. Blade was like editing the video and he's like, what's a cronut? And then now all of a sudden he can't stop talking about it. So then
It
Jenna
looks so
saw.
good, and I don't like sweets much.
Then you're gonna hate.
No, but no, it looks so good, and I don't like
You
sweets
like,
much.
yes you do.
No, I really only like hazelnut things.
And cinnamon buns.
Well, I mean, I don't
And
like.
cookies and cupcakes
I like these a lot more.
and cake.
I like
Oh, oh my god, okay.
Not this one.
How do you pick it?
This one just looked like it had my name on it. That one's huge. I think you should get that one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the biggest one ever. That one's pretty big. Wait, is this like
That one
hard?
looks good to me. I
Yeah,
feel like
that
I like
one's
it
good.
crispy.
I was gonna choose that one or this one.
Okay.
Mukbang?
Oh my god, you're so annoying.
Wait.
And I was gonna do that. You're so annoying. Cheers.
Here we go. Cronut Town.
Mmm. That's really good.
What is in there?
You're the only one in the frame and then it's just their mouths.
I know.
Alright.
And
Oh my god.
What are the ingredients?
Probably didn't, so you're probably gonna get sick later.
How much gluten, Blade?
Yeah, probably. I knew I would like this. Cause I like croissants.
Well,
It really tastes like a croissant though.
I don't like this one.
I don't like croissants either.
I think it's just like the flick.
Do you want to race to finish it?
No. Enjoy. This isn't a hot dog.
A corn dog. Princess Diaries.
I don't remember that part.
She takes Julie Andrews to go get a corn dog.
Hey, what happened to yours?
Come here.
Oh, I took some of it out.
I did surgery.
Those are a group of about 3,500 species of small insects that are a type of fly.
No. No.
Confirmed, it's good.
There you have it. Blade almost ate it all. I need Blade's plate.
No.
Not yours. I'm focusing on Jade right now.
I didn't notice
For a
for a while.
long
I thought it
time.
was just Stella's like butt or something.
Alright.
That was so funny. Wait, I thought we were gonna sage.
Oh yeah,
We need
my
to-
sage.
It's gonna be Jade. Jade with the sage.
Stella, no.
Okay.
Alright, so we have everybody here, including Stella. And, oh, I need my phone. Do you have it?
Where's that?
Family portrait.
I know.
I know, we are definitely. The other day, we were in the office and Wade and Jenna talked me into doing assumptions. And I said that I would only do it if they got to do it also. So, and Ryan. Jade wasn't here, and I didn't want people to just make assumptions about Jade with her not here. I was like, that's not okay. So, but we're gonna try not to skip any of them. We're gonna try to do all of them. But we're gonna do everybody, and then Ryan and I will do it, so they don't have to like sit here for that. So let me pull it up, and you guys can get started.
Oh my god, I just got really nervous. Okay, oh my god. Jenna always has an RBF, resting bitch face. That is kind of true, I feel like.
Yeah.
And it's not my fault, I just like do, I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you don't mean anything by it.
A lot of people have that. Nothing to be ashamed about. Blade is an amazing break dancer. Oh my god, no, that's true too, I feel like.
I used to do K-pop choreography.
Oh.
Do you know what that is?
You did?
Yeah.
Why does that not surprise you?
Jenna was really popular in high school and had very high grades. I was not popular in high school.
Did you have
I
good
was
grades?
not. Yeah, I had good grades. But I wasn't popular. I wonder if anyone from my high school is watching this. If you are, hey, this person, excuse me, just threw up on my hand. I assume you are more open to Jenna and Blade's ideas than a normal boss would be.
Aww,
Yeah,
that's so nice.
she's not a normal boss.
You guys think that's
She's
true?
a cool boss.
Girls keep me young.
You girls keep me young. Oh, I love you so much.
Me.
I feel like I don't have a
Sorry.
neck because I'm wearing a turtleneck. I feel like I don't have a neck.
Okay.
Is my neck back?
Oh my god! You and Jenna didn't like each other at first.
Me?
It says you and Jenna didn't like each other at first.
Not true.
I don't think that's true. Blade is a shy guy, but super cute guy. I love you.
Oh.
I'm super shy. Blade is actually 15.
That might be true.
That might be true. Good. I assume Blade is secretly in love with Jenna. No.
Might be the other way around. I was literally just holding Blade's leg back. So
Definitely the other way around.
Blade knows he looks like Darren Criss and Jenna like Kendall Jenner.
You do kind of look like Darren Criss.
Who's that?
The guy from Glee.
The guy from Versace and
Right?
Glee.
Oh, yeah.
Jenna and Blade are unpaid interns. That's not true.
Stella loves Jenna the most.
Oh, that could be true.
Yeah, that's hard to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stella loves Aunt Jenna.
Aww.
Blade is the sweetest person in the world.
Aww. Someone said that?
False. No, I'm kidding. What? Okay. Jenna is actually camera shy, otherwise she would have been an influencer herself. No. If you're not camera shy, then it means you want to be an influencer? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's so awkward.
Jenna, really classic girl, would not do wild stuff like swimming naked. Doesn't believe a lot in herself. No.
Wild stuff.
Also, Jenna is so sure of herself. She's like not unsure of herself.
She's like unbothered.
Yeah, she very much knows like who she is and what she wants and what she's doing.
Thank you. Swimming naked. This is an interesting one.
Okay.
Jenna is a lesbian. No, I'm kidding. Imagine I was like, guys. I'm not a lesbian. I'm very straight.
She has a boyfriend. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Not everyone wants to just like see
I
your
like this one too.
butt.
Jenna, when you were looking at new flats, like apartments, she pretended that she was moving in with you. That's true. I'm literally at Ashley's apartment more than I'm at my own, so.
And she's here more than I am.
Yeah.
Probably.
No. Jenna and Blade are siblings or they're dating.
That's how I got the job.
Why? Okay, I've seen so many that say Jenna and Blade are dating.
Really?
And like I'm not reading them because like, but what?
Jenna, I honestly feel like Jenna's like my older sister.
Yeah. What?
Jenna and Blade are trust fund kids. So not
Literally
true.
not true.
Wow.
So like could not be further from this.
Watson.
It's all of friends.
Okay.
From us. Okay.
Blade is a videographer from New York. Oh, that means we're done.
Don't even go to that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I just caught one. Yikes.
Oh, of you too. Bye.
Bye.
Have fun.
Starting on mine and Ryan's assumptions, we have not read through these yet. So I read through a couple when I was just kind of scrolling through. You want me to start?
Go ahead.
You are a homebody and like homemaking, cooking, and cleaning, and Ryan is more of a party person.
You're definitely a homebody.
Yeah, but
I like being at home too. I don't necessarily like to party. I like groups of people.
yeah, going out to dinner
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Ryan doesn't have a job.
Ryan has a job. Ryan has many jobs.
You're older than Ryan. Dang it! No, I'm not older than Ryan. I assume that you are undeniably and unapologetically yourself. That's so nice. I assume you and Ryan are way more touchy off camera. You're never PDA in vlogs.
We kind of PDA.
Yeah,
I am very touchy.
and I like it.
Well, it's like you have moments as a couple, like where you hug or you dance, and we don't always record that stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's more spontaneous.
I assume you struggle with work-life balance sometimes. Yes, 100%. You assumed correctly.
It's a good assumption.
You secretly love moving. I don't love the moving process, but I love a new environment, I think. I love change. I've never been like afraid of change. So having that change in my life is, I like love it, but I don't love actually moving.
Moving is hell. Like
It really is.
I don't want to move. You move out of either necessity or in search of a new environment, like she said.
I assume you and Ryan never argue.
No.
That's not true.
No.
Yeah,
We argue.
we argue. Mostly about business though. We never argue about personal things
Very rarely.
because he's marketing and business and I'm creative and I want it my way, he wants it his way. And so we do have a lot of disagreements in that department. A lot.
Got it.
Ryan said I love you first.
Did I?
I think you did.
Yeah, I think I did.
You don't know.
I think I did.
Oh, okay. That you and Ryan are really good with money.
A long time of, not practice, but just living real life. Yeah.
Experiencing.
Yeah,
and-
experiencing real life.
Yeah.
Ups and downs, you get better over time.
Yeah.
I'm 33 years old. I've had my big ups and downs with money, so I've learned some lessons.
Mm-hmm. And
Same.
then he passes them on to me. You're really mad that Jenna and Blade are using all the cups for the Nespresso machine. I get mad when Blade makes a coffee and then he doesn't drink it.
Yeah, and he knows that too.
You weren't as excited during your proposal as Ryan hoped you'd be. I feel like everyone takes that differently. I think.
I'm not sure if I had an excitement factor in mine.
Yeah,
with
I
the
think
proposal.
when you get.
I think I was more hoping she'd say yes, and it went off as I pictured it, as far as family being there and camera and all that.
Well, I just feel like I was more in shock. And I've heard that from other people. They're so excited, but then when it actually happens, you're just more like in shock. You're like, oh my God, this is happening. Because it happens in the moment and you just black out. And
I'm actually still very unhappy.
Never eat junk or fast food.
Fast food is true.
Yeah, I don't eat fast
I don't
food.
eat fast food.
Junk, yes.
We definitely eat junk.
Yeah. You get Botox and lip filler. I had Botox once, what, like almost a year ago, maybe? 8 months ago?
Yeah, close to it.
And I had lip filler about 6-7 years ago, so.
It was like when I first met her is when she got that.
Yeah, like
7
safe to
plus
say
years ago.
there's nothing in my face. Ryan was your first serious relationship and vice versa.
No.
Mm-mm.
Not true.
I had a very long-term relationship before Ryan.
I had like 2 longer term relationships. Not 7 years, but like 2 years each, I think was the longest.
Yeah. You were kind of quiet as a kid. Yeah, my mom tells me that I was always a really mature kid. I was just around adults so much, and I was really quiet and I was very mature for my age when I was younger. You and Ryan don't want kids.
False.
Yeah, that's not true at all.
It's a big false. Just had this talk the other day.
Yeah. You have always had a good relationship with food. What does that mean?
Like either you don't look to food for like stress relief.
Oh, yeah. I've never had like an issue with food.
You have a lot of money. That's relative, honestly, depending on where you are in the world and who you spend your time with. We're doing okay. We work hard for it.
Yeah. You are not Catholic or Christian. I grew up in a Christian family. Were we overly religious or were we very religious? No. We went to church every Sunday and, you know, prayed to Jesus before every meal.
Sometimes that Texas comes out just a little.
No, I did grow up believing a certain thing and I still do. Just because I don't talk about it on my channel doesn't mean I'm one way or the other, and same with Ryan. Ryan and I used to go to church together every Sunday when we lived in San Antonio. But,
We did?
Yeah. You have never been pregnant. Nope.
Never?
I have never been pregnant. Your family is very rich. No, that's not true at all. My mom is a teacher, my dad's a pilot, and they both work very, very hard. for what we have. I've been working since I was 15 years old. I've never not had a job. But to answer your question, no, my family is not rich. Ryan was your first. This girl's on a roll. My first what? Oh.
That's what you mean.
No. That's awkward. Bye. Your ring was 15K. I don't know how much my ring was. That's not, I feel like that's not for me to know, right?
I don't know the etiquette of that.
Yeah, I don't either. You earn more money on YouTube than LBH. Everyone's things are about money.
Everybody wants to know the personal stuff.
No, I think we've talked about this before. Yes, that's true. I do make more money on YouTube than I do from LBH. I think I've mentioned this before, but we pretty much break even on LBH, on the magazine. I know I've told you guys this before, but you know, we have to pay a lot of money to keep the magazine running. So, you know, the magazine is $5 a month, but we hardly pocket any of that. So that pretty much just kind of stays afloat. Ryan can't be single. He always has a partner.
No, I've had many years of single life in college. Actually, I wasn't even looking for a girlfriend when I met you for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to be single for a while.
Yeah.
Get to know yourself. You are sweet, but know what you want and won't be stopped.
Yeah. You should hear her when she gets in a zone and the cameras are off. Ooh, buddy.
The zone.
Don't wanna mess with her.
You have a secret wish to try a bob haircut.
Whoa.
Yes.
You're reading thoughts.
I know. I would love to cut my hair. I would love a lob, but I just can't do it right now. Ryan used concealer in the first vlogs.
I've never used concealer.
Ryan has naturally bright under his eyes. Like, I can even see it right now. And so many people, when we first started vlogging, accused him of putting makeup on to make his eyes brighter.
It's a gift. No, I don't know. I'm a very, very pale person, like naturally. So that's all I can understand from that.
You've always had a skinny body. Yes. I'll post a picture of me right here to show you my younger years.
Over my face?
Yeah. You were extremely grateful for your viewers. Yes, I am. So extremely grateful.
That is a big topic that we talk about a lot.
Yes, how grateful we are. Ryan felt left out, so you hired Blade for more testosterone. You and Ryan would have moved back to Texas when y'all have kids.
Yeah, we said that before.
Yeah. Texas will always be our home. Yeah, we've said that plenty of times. That's just where we see ourselves raising a family. You and Ryan don't want kids for a couple more years. Yeah, that would be nice if we were married. After we get married.
Yeah, after the wedding.
Have kids. Yeah. You speak 2 languages. No, I only speak English, but you know, growing up in Texas, I can understand a lot of Spanish. And I just have a hard time speaking it, but I think you just kind of pick up on it.
Yeah.
Because there's so many Spanish.
In Texas, in like middle school and high school, like, you take a lot of Spanish classes, just
Mm-hmm.
because it is one of the more spoken languages.
Yeah.
Down in South Texas, but the thing is, they don't teach it conversationally. Like, they teach you how to conjugate verbs and write it and read it, but
yeah,
speaking in a conversation is very hard, that's sad to say because I really wish I was fluent.
Me too.
Spanish,
I was taking Duolingo for a while. It's an app. I just need to pick back up on it. You're watching your weight since you always talk about being bloated and cheat meal. Okay, I talked about being bloated one time in my whole YouTube channel, and it was because I sat on a plane for 6 hours. So I was like, oh, I feel like bloated. You know, when you sit for so long, you just feel gross. And my cheat meal, yeah, I guess I just eat healthy. I feel like that's not watching your weight. It's just not eating shit food all the time. But no, I'm not ever watching my weight. I just enjoy eating healthy food, so I feel good. Assume you all love to go to work.
Most days.
Most days. Yeah. You've always been very goal-driven and determined to be the best version of yourself. That's nice. Yes.
To constantly remind ourselves of that.
Ryan is an introvert and you are an extrovert. It's the opposite.
Well, no, I think we're both natural introverts. I know I am for sure, but I thrive more in group environments.
Yeah, and I like to be alone.
And I like to be alone. I know that being an introvert isn't necessarily going to get me to my goals. So, because everything that you're gonna get in life comes from other people, you have to be comfortable going out and being with other people.
I assume it takes a lot to make you cry. Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
Rarely ever cry, ever. I could probably count on like 2 hands the amount of times I've cried in my life.
4 hands.
Maybe 4. You will never talk about your breast implants. Besides the whole video I did on them.
20-minute video she did on them.
I feel like that's not something that you just talk about out of nowhere. You guys had questions about my boobs, so I answered them. But then I haven't really talked about it again because I feel like there's no need to. Like, oh, my breast implant is killing me today.
But if you want to know, go to the YouTube search.
You are always so structured and organized. I have my days. If I sit down and make my to-do list, I'm structured and organized throughout the week. But if I don't start my week off the right way, then I'm kind of lost. So I need to set myself up for success in order to be organized throughout the week. It doesn't just come naturally, I think, to anybody. So you just have to take the time to do it, and I usually try to take the time to do it. You and Ryan are very open, like you can fart in front of each other.
I think that's apparent from the vlogs.
Yeah, clear. We're very comfortable in front of each other. You care too much about what others think of you. I think you're amazing. You know, I care what you guys think about me in a way that I can make better content for you. I do care what you think. You know, do I care if you think my nose is ugly, or do I care if you think my lips are fake? No, I don't care what you think about me in that way. But I do care if you think like, oh hey, your content isn't as good as it used to be, or I really wish you would make these videos again. That's when I start to care what you think, and then that's when it affects me. But as for like appearance wise, or like you're annoying, then no, I couldn't give 2 shits. You actually treat the 2 kids really bad off camera.
The 2 kids.
Wade and Jenna.
You can ask them.
Jenna! Blade!
Went vegan.
Yes?
Oh.
Come here. You and Jenna, come here for a second.
Jenna!
Yenna.
Yenna! Yenna!
Oh, okay. There's one more assumption.
Okay.
That Ryan and I treat you guys really bad off of camera.
Oh.
It's true. Call the police. That is so untrue, and I'm wondering why anyone ever thought that.
Actually, I've
Who said
worked
that?
for someone that's done that before, so.
Treated you bad off camera?
Not all the time.
Whoa,
Yeah.
it happened.
But Ashley's like the nicest person.
And Ryan is not? Like, what?
No, they both are.
No, Ashley and Ryan, like, treat me like their daughter. Literally. Yeah, we're literally their kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she did say treat the kids wrong.
Best parents ever.
Whoa, you guys. Happy Mother's Day to me.
Is that today?
No.
Oh.
Jenna, also someone assumed you grew up in
NYC.
No.
She did.
I'm from Jersey.
Yeah.
But she's very New York.
Yeah.
I think she's more New York, like Kendall Jenner.
Why are you all of a sudden obsessed with Kendall Jenner?
From New Jersey.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I can get that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Shout out Jersey.
Whoa, go Knights.
Okay,
Go
bye.
Knights.
Shout out to my Knights.
Okay, bye. You stalk your employees when they aren't at work.
Wait, what was that? I literally live down the street.
Yeah.
So, like, it wouldn't be that weird if we ran into each other.
Yeah. Jenna lives,
We
she's my
actually
neighbor.
did, like, last week.
You went vegan more for ethics than health reasons. No.
More so the opposite, yeah. You're a Republican. You know what I believe in? I don't believe, and you know what? I'm probably gonna get yelled at for this. I hate talking about politics on my channel because it makes everyone fight. Politics makes everybody fight, and you might call me naive, you might call me whatever for saying this, but I am not a Republican or a Democrat. I just like live my best life. People are gonna be like, you're literally an idiot. But I'm sorry, that's just what, and I didn't even grow up one way or the other. Like, I wasn't raised in a household where it was like hardcore Republican or hardcore Democrat. Like, we just were. That after shooting lookbooks, you returned the clothes to the store. No. I assume you were a mean girl in high school. Wow. Wow. I wasn't a mean girl. I'm from a very small town, and I feel like when I was in high school, there were a few mean girls, but it wasn't like crazy. I was actually, girls were really mean to me in middle school, and they weren't the nicest to me in high school. My mom was a teacher when I was in high school, and I would go eat lunch with her every day in her classroom. And I went and hung out with her when we had like free time during school. No, I wasn't a mean girl, and oh, that kind of makes me sad that somebody would think that, because I don't stand for that, ever. It's not okay. You love working together.
True.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, and I always feel blessed that we get to do this.
Yeah.
Because like,
it's so rare that you get to like have this type of connection with your partner.
yeah.
To where you get to share like these moments throughout the day, and it really is such a cool thing.
Yeah. I don't ever look at it as like I have to be doing this. This is something we get to do.
You had an eating disorder. No.
Nope.
No eating disorder. I thought...
What?
You want to read it?
Yeah.
Read it out loud.
At first I thought Ryan is your gay best friend. Love you guys.
No.
I take it as a compliment.
Ryan is...
The gay best friend is usually an awesome person.
Yeah, that's true. Ryan is feminine. He likes doing feminine things like pedicures, massages. He likes self-care, skincare, which I appreciate that about you. I love that feminine side.
I don't want a shit ton of wrinkles, bro. I'm 33.
That you feel pressure to have kids now that you're in your 30s. No hate. Yeah, you know, to be honest, I have felt that pressure. Not from anybody in particular, more so just from myself. But my mom had the twins, my sisters, later in life. She was in her late 30s when she had the twins. So I think just from experience, I'm not so worried about it, but I do feel a little bit of pressure. I'm not gonna lie. There is a little bit of pressure there. You never have bad days and can overcome every situation with a positive attitude. I do have bad days, but I do overcome every situation with a positive attitude. I've instilled that in myself, and we've instilled that in each other. We don't let each other go to bed having negative thoughts in our head about anything in life. Just gotta make sure that that's all worked out before you start a new day. Ryan is a very sad person.
Extremely sad.
It's so terrible. You don't have a good relationship with your dad. You're like the third person to say that, and I'm not sure where that's coming from. I have a great relationship with my dad. My parents had me very young, so we all three joke that we all kind of grew up together. So I think maybe you guys are thinking that because he's not on my YouTube channel a lot, but just because you don't see him doesn't mean we don't have a good relationship. Actually, the last text he sent to me was, miss you all, miss you three so much and love you all.
Shout out, Larry.
You sold a dead bird to a blind kid.
Billy and Forsey.
That's pretty good.
Ingrid, you know our humor.
Yeah, you do. You grew up with money, I feel like most fashion bloggers have.
Again.
You guys, the most like ignorant assumption you could possibly make. I mean, that's just crazy. You're a mom always making sure everyone is not cold, well-fed, and cozy.
That is 100.
I know.
Like 100% Ashley Brooke.
Very sensitive about what people can say about you behind your back or to your face. No, oh my gosh, I feel like having this type of platform, you grow thick skin really, really quickly. So there's no sensitivity. I might have had a sensitivity before, but not now.
Maybe in the beginning, but definitely not now.
I assume that you were just as kind and thoughtful off camera as on. That's
Truth.
really nice. That's so nice. You don't watch that much YouTube. No.
That's true. Ashley does not watch a lot of YouTube.
I don't. I watch a lot of Netflix. You guys are really rich.
Okay.
You would never go on a cruise. Never.
How does that person know you?
You couldn't pay me to go on a
I think
cruise.
we talked about this maybe.
I haven't, no.
I would love to convince her to go on a cruise, but she will not
I won't.
have it.
You don't look for the cheap way to do things. You put your heart into your brand.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's very true for her.
Which is the long way to do it, but it's the right way to do it. It was, this girl knows me. It was hard to put responsibility on the people you've hired because it's your brand.
Yeah.
That's so true. That was the hardest thing I had to do, was give up power in areas of my business and my brand, because it's weird having other people do it. It's hard being vulnerable on camera because you want to put on a brave face. This is true. Used to. I feel like I've gotten a lot better at being vulnerable on camera and letting you guys in when I'm having a bad day or like something went wrong. But used to, I just never wanted to be like that negative Nancy who was complaining and complaining. But then I'm like, you know, everybody goes through struggles, and it's nice to see other people going through them as well, because then you can kind of relate. So I feel like I've gotten better. I don't know why I feel like Blade is a nerd. Is he? Totally.
Blade is a nerd.
He's a total nerd.
That's why we love Blade.
But in the best way.
Yeah.
And Ryan don't get annoyed with each other.
False. We definitely get annoyed with each other on certain things.
Oh, I was gonna say no, we don't.
Wow.
So now we know who's getting annoyed with who here.
We're being real. There's things that annoy both of us about each
That's
other
true.
occasionally.
Like when he puts his clean pile of clothes like just laying on the floor, and then I wash them and he's like, where's my sweatshirt? And I'm like, I washed it, and he's like, well, it's not dirty. And I'm like, well, then I clean clothes. Ryan was kind of awkward when he was little.
Oh yeah. I was an awkward, like, chubby kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww. I love you.
I love you.
You and Ryan don't have a social life, all you do is work. That's not true. Like just the other day, Ryan went to the spa with his guy friends. I'm going to dinner with my friend next week. We're going to our friend's birthday party next week. We just don't show these things on camera because other people might not want to be putting their lives on YouTube, and we do like to have these times with our friend circles here in the city that don't involve shoving the camera in people's faces. That's just kind of like our thing. But yeah, that's not true at all. And again, like, just because, you know, you see something online, don't just assume that that's the only way it is. Just remember that. Ryan loves Stella more than he loves you. Your wedding dress won't be white. I can't talk about my wedding dress in front of Ryan.
Yeah, she's big on that.
That you're humble and appreciate everything you have and have earned. That's nice. Yes, I always just feel like for some reason I don't deserve things. So I do appreciate everything. I don't know why I feel like that, you know?
Something you gotta work on.
Yeah, like I don't feel deserving of stuff. I don't know. Awkward. You don't have a lot of friends. That's actually true. I have I have a lot of friends, but close friends. I have my certain like 4 or 5 really close friends. You sometimes eat non-vegan foods on vacations. That's true. Like when we were in Jackson Hole, I ordered like pancakes for room service. Like, I know those have dairy in them. I don't eat meat. Ryan will have like a steak or something when we go on vacation, but...
What's laid out in the book, How Not to Die by Michael Grieger. So if you're interested, like, read that. That's pretty much
it. I don't mean this in a rude way at all, but I assume and worry that you restrict your eating.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Don't eat or watch what you eat. I don't know. Because I feel like putting what I eat in the vlogs has become such a burden on me because people just assume that I have a terrible relationship with food just because I eat healthy, and I'm like, it blows my mind. I don't know. They're like, all you eat are healthy foods. Like, are you okay? And I'm like, are you okay? What do you mean? Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You wear the pants in the relationship with Ryan. I think there are different
We're both wearing
areas
pants.
where we both wear the pants. Like, we definitely balance each other out in different ways, but you know, one of us isn't in charge of the entire relationship.
No, it shouldn't be like that. No one party should dictate with total authority everything that goes on in a relationship. That's silly.
You have an inner, open-minded soul more than it seems.
I'd say yes to that for you.
Yeah,
You're very open-minded.
Grew up in a small town where I wasn't exposed to a lot of things, and Not that that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing or a good thing. It just is what it is. And so when you get out into this other giant world of, you know, a different state, a different city, just different types of people, you kind of have to be open-minded in order to survive. You can't stay closed off or you won't succeed. I feel like anybody who wants to be successful in any way of their life, they have to be open-minded. And they have to actually be open-minded and not just say they are and then they're not. Like, you actually have to do it. And Ryan's very open-minded as well, so I learned a lot of that from him. You believe success equals career.
Success isn't career. Success is fulfillment. Like, what's gonna make you happy and make you feel like you've done something worth
Career is
doing.
such a small speck in that circle. You work as a secretary. Me? That you would become unrelatable once you started gaining more followers. Let me tell you a little secret. Followers don't equal your cool factor and your relatableness. I don't care if you have 1 million followers or 2. It doesn't change you as a person. I think it actually changes people on the outside, the way they look at you. And I'm not saying that others haven't changed. I've met some bloggers in my day that have a ton of followers that are total assholes, but I bet they were assholes before they had followers. So I just feel like people think people change more than they actually change. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. I assume you were this really popular social it girl back in high school. Like, so far from it. So far from it. You don't spend time with anyone outside of Ryan. Again, that's just something that you see on YouTube that's not full on life. You are insecure about the way you look. Should I be? Should I be? Someone tell me, hurry. You are more open than Ryan and can express your feelings easier. That's true. Sometimes if I feel like something's wrong with Ryan, I kind of have to pry it out of him. Like if he had a bad day or like something happened with one of his clients, like he usually, I can just tell and I have to like work it out of him. But with me, I'm like, guess what just happened? So that's true, that's true. You buy new pieces of clothing for every fashion video. Oh my gosh, no, I don't think I could afford that.
Not every
I reuse
video.
pieces all the time. You're more insecure than you share with us. What? No, I don't think so. I'm honestly, like inside, I'm a very secure person. I feel like I know who I am and what I want, and I feel very, very secure in that. I think maybe what comes off in YouTube is I might be insecure about what you guys want to see, because I'm always questioning, like, if you don't like this, let me know, or I'm sorry you didn't like this. So again, like in that sense, I always feel a little bit of insecurity because I just want to make sure that I'm giving you guys what you want.
Moving to NYC was the best YouTube business decision you made. We moved to New York well before YouTube was ever
even a
consideration.
Thought in our heads. That you always had that career boss focus in you. That's not true. I went through a time for a long time that I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I just had no clue. I knew I wanted to do something and I felt something in me that I really knew I wanted. I just didn't know what it was. It's very hard for you to get really angry or lose your temper. That's very true about Ryan. Ryan always keeps his cool, always. You know what is so... In the 7 years that Ryan and I have been together, Ryan has not raised his voice to me one time. Not ever one time has he raised his voice or yelled at me. Never.
I might like raise my decibel up a little bit in certain times.
Ryan puts a lot of weight in himself to do things perfect.
No. I'd much rather have something done than perfect.
Ryan hates having employees in the house. We love having everyone here.
Again, I'd rather have something done than perfect. That's a good example of
it. We don't care. I mean, that we're so close to all 3 of them. Like, this is just as much their house as it is ours. Like, they come in and they make coffee and they make food, and like they can go wherever, do whatever. We don't mind at all. Ryan is super chill and intelligent. Thank you. You don't like babies. You spelled babies wrong. You never miss a workout. Yes, I do. You are a low drama personality. Yeah, I am. Like when I meet people and I'm, you know, becoming friends or anything like that, if I'm getting close to somebody and they all of a sudden start like gossiping, or I see that they just have like drama, it's an immediate turn off for me, and I cut it off right then and there, because I am so not about that. Like actually, like I know people who are like, I hate drama, but they actually live for it. Like I hate it. I just don't have time for that. I like to be friends with people who are like-minded like me, who are goal-oriented and driven. Ryan is bored of YouTube.
No.
Ryan actually is the one who like researches. Ryan loves doing research and stuff like into the channel, like on what topics we should do next, and I think Ryan loves it more than me.
I like strategy. That's
yeah,
where my business is rooted in, so that's what I like.
You and Ryan have very civilized arguments and never raise your voice when fighting. This is true, but this has come over time, having that like civilized conversations instead of arguing, like really hearing the other person out and like putting yourself in the other person's shoes, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely come over time.
You are snobby to fans when you meet them. Amy James?
If that's your real name,
if
Amy James. Wish that you could see her in real life when she meets somebody. If you've ever met Ashley in real life and you're watching this, please just make a short little comment and like tell her what she's really like. Aww. And no fakers either, like I'll know.
Yeah, don't be a faker.
Don't just make something up.
You had an emo phase. I did.
Didn't we all?
Yeah, like I listened to Avril Lavigne and Good Charlotte. I wore skater shoes and Jinkos, tons of eyeliner.
It was all about Dashboard Confessional for me.
You never wear your natural hair. Natural hair. No. You're not overly social and a bit of an introvert. Here's the thing, like, I love going to social events once I get there. It's like when I have to stop what I'm doing and get ready and then go, I'm like, ugh, but aren't we all? And then once we're out, we're like, this is great. Why did I not want to come do this? So I feel like I'm normal in that sense. Like I would rather stay home, and like I love it when people cancel plans, but then when I get there, I'm like, oh, this is so much fun. I'm talking to everybody. I'm like meeting new people. So Ryan comes from a rich family. Now it's you.
Now it's me. No. Donna and Rick, not a wealthy family. My dad and mother worked very, very hard while I was little. I remember us being in a like 2-bedroom apartment growing up.
I grew up in an apartment too.
Yeah, for
tiny
a long
little
time.
apartment.
So sorry to disappoint anybody again. You love NYC, but you also miss Texas because of family in HEB. Nicole.
This is like couldn't be more accurate.
That's so
I know.
Everything is easier for you in life because you're pretty and look great.
Yep. That's a terrible thing to say, and that's a really terrible way to think about another person. Like, even if it's not just me.
It's a terrible outlook on life.
Yeah, that makes me sad. Because you even said, P.S. I love you. So I genuinely know you weren't meaning it in a malicious way, but please don't have that outlook on life. That is just a terrible way to think about things, if you really think that's true. Hopefully you were joking and just trying to be funny, but don't think that way. All right, so we actually had to turn the camera off for like 30 minutes because it was overheating. That's the one thing about this camera that I hate, but I'm really glad that I did that because I thought it was gonna be silly, but you guys you participated, and I just wanna thank you for that because things like this are always so fun when you have people that participate. I was a little concerned though about some of the negative ones though, and it just makes me worried because to me it just seems like what I was hearing mostly was if you have pretty hair, then you're wearing extensions. If someone thinks you have a pretty face, then clearly you had plastic surgery and you have tons of fillers. Or if you are thin and have a good body, you must have an eating disorder. If you're successful, your parents must support you. Or, you know, if you don't have kids, then you hate kids. You need to give people benefit of the doubt, and I'm just like shocked, and I was actually just kind of curious, and I wanted to do a little bit more digging onto this and see if there was a pattern, and I kind of, you know, went and looked at everyone's profile that they were saying stuff like that, and it's so many younger girls, meaning girls who are in high school or who are early in college, a younger generation than me. I'm 30, and it just makes me so sad to hear that you guys think that way. That you just assume these things if you see these things. Automatically think because I am successful or because I live a certain way that clearly my parents give me money and that my parents are rich. And that makes me so sad, because I feel like as women, we need to support each other. If you know, someone is successful or someone needs uplifting, there's no judgment and there's no assumptions. Like, if someone's having a hard time, you don't just assume that they're lazy and not a hard worker. Or if someone is successful, you don't just assume that someone else is supporting them, whether it be a sugar daddy, a husband, their parents. Like, it's so weird. And it doesn't, you know, hit me on a personal level. Like, I don't feel attacked, and I don't feel like I'm addressing haters or anything like that. It's just something that I noticed. And you know, for all of you guys out there who have daughters and who have younger sisters like myself, I think it's so important that we teach them, younger girls, to not think that way and not have that outlook on life. And I get that the younger generation is growing up with social media, and people present highlight reels of their life on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. And so it's understandable that people are thinking this. I can see why they're thinking this. So if you're ever feeling like that, just be self-aware and really try to dig yourself out of that mindset. Because the first thing I notice when I see a successful woman is not, oh, I bet her parents funded her, she probably has a trust fund. I'm like, how did she get here? I want to learn what she did. You know, what were her steps that she took? Or if someone has pretty hair, I'm like, oh my gosh, she has beautiful hair. The first thing that pops in my mind isn't like, oh, her hair must be fake. That's such a terrible thing to say. And I feel like we're in a time right now where it's so important for women to support other women. And like this right here, seeing this on my phone is not that at all. And you know, whether you meant it malicious or you meant nothing by it, I think it's just so important to watch your assumptions and just be self-aware when it comes to where your mind goes when you see somebody physically or you see what somebody is accomplishing and doing. I'm gonna go stand in front of the window because it is so hot in here because the sun's blazing, and it's 3:40 and I need to get to work. I really haven't done like a whole lot today. I've just been filming, so I'm gonna get to work, and hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Say, that money suddenly vanished, so they turned to 7 on your side to help out. Easy way
just
to raise
two
money
girls
for
watching the
charities
news.
and causes, but the co-workers of one of the victims say
I've been there.
They hit a major snag when his brother Zoe Lawton doesn't know what happened to $12,000 money she helped
George.
raise after the
What do we got here?
You caught me with my mouth open.
Per usual.
My allergies are
Per usual.
like starting to get stopped up again, so I'm like breathing like.
Like how? God, that's hot.
This is din.
What do we got here?
We have porkless bites, sweet and sour.
Those guys. And then we also have broccoli and jasmine rice.
That's sesame seeds.
Did I approve this sesame seed edition?
Get out of here. I will kick you out so fast. I'm so tired. Don't mess with me. I really am so tired right now that I think I'm gonna miss my favorite show.
What's your favorite show?
David Muir.
33 and 30 going on 95.
Yeah.
Look forward to David Muir.
Hey. World News Tonight. That show's legit.
Can't deny David Muir covers news well.
You wanna show what I got in the mail today? Or you can get up and leave. Bye. I'm gonna let Ryan tell you.
Hello. And I've been really interested in CBD oil since we got back from Jackson Hole. Because one of our friends, James, owns this company, BioCBD Plus, and he's sent us, actually I paid for mine, he sent some over for Ashley to try, called, this is a premium whole body extract, so it's CBD oil, in a capsule with curcumin, which is like a turmeric, and magnesium. Try that out. And then we also got a
pen.
It's a vape pen with pure CBD oil as the cartridge.
It's great.
Yeah, so it's just an element of a before bed routine that we've been doing.
What does your ring say?
My ring.
Does the ring like the CBD?
Ring like CBD. I know everybody's interested in sleep. But it gives me a sleep score, and my deep sleep previously had been typically pretty bad for some reason. I've been testing out new routines over time, like drinking chamomile tea, taking ashwagandha, what else? Taking some melatonin, blue light glasses after like 7 p.m. And then I added some CBD oil through the vape pen. We did like, I want to say we did like 5 to 10 milligrams, I think, before bed. And that combined, like, it took my deep sleep from, I think, like 20 or 30 minutes a night to over an hour.
I have to go because I have to eat with my mouth open because I can't breathe out of your nose.
Alright, I just showered and I am in bed. So tired. How many times have I said that? I'm just gonna say it one more time. I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to bed early. And I'm starting to not be able to breathe out of my nose again. I don't know. I think it's just allergies. But I was gonna show you guys my CBD oil, my pen. So this is the case that it comes in, and then you open it, and it's the 2 pieces of the pen, and then the charger goes down here. That's like where that empty slot is, but this is the bottom of the pen, and then this connects to it. So this is like the actual oil right here. All right, I will see you in the next video or the next vlog, and I love you guys. See you later. Good night.